Hello, 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 my lovely disciples. How are you all? Oh, hello, Mom. Hello, Oncey, and hello to anyone else who may or may not be here yet. I hope you are doing well. One moment, please. There we are. How is everybody? I hope you're well. I know I am. A little bit on the sad side of things. I'm upset about my job and having a hard time reconciling that at the moment, but other than that, I'm doing all right, I suppose. Little awkward characters popping across the screen always makes me laugh. I'm glad you enjoy it. Yes. Hello, Glitchertech. Still in exams purgatory. Oh, tragic. I'm sorry to hear that. They're so adorable. Indeed. I rather enjoy them. That's, basically, I took some of the Emote Lab stuff, and I made little videos of it, right? And it's just like, I took those all, put them in the video editor, and made a transparent video. Yeah. And it loops. Nothing too terribly difficult, it's just a little tedious, you know, to get it all done. But I'm glad I did it because it's very good. It makes the starting soon screen much more tolerable, shall we say. I hate that your job is not as good as you expected. It's just... how do I put this? The job is challenging in a good way and a bad way. I enjoy a good challenge, but also I don't like that overtime is as mandatory as it is. It's not mandatory, but it's mandatory, if you know what I mean. And it's starting to grind me down, and I'm tired, and I want to go home, and I want to stay at home, and I don't want to do anything else. I need a different sort of job, I think. I'm looking around. I'm looking at other field service jobs, hopefully less stressful ones. I'm looking at help desk jobs. I found a network deployment technician job that looks very promising. I'm very excited. These exams are so awful, people around the country are actually dying. I feel like, perhaps, maybe, that if people are dying due to stress from an exam, that maybe the exam is a problem and not a solution. Like an unwritten rule, huh? Overtime is called that for a reason. Yes, and I do get paid overtime hours, so it's not like I'm not being compensated. It's just... ugh, I don't know. I work so that I can live, no, I don't live to work. And it feels like some people at the company are like, if you're not a technician, you are allowed to work to live, but if you're a technician, you're expected to live to work, if that makes sense. Oh, there's plenty of countries where they have very strict tests that cause all sorts of problems. Honestly, I don't get it. I think you shouldn't be putting that much stress on young people. They don't know what they want to do anyways, for the most part. Somebody's heart stopped and somebody jumped off a roof and 2 people got blood clots, I think. Yeah, I'm not surprised. People need to chill out. Sounds like they're too stupid to realize that their employees getting burned out is counterproductive. I think they understand that. I think they're being backed into a corner. Because corporate is basically... So, basically we're not hitting targets for what corporate wants us to hit. We're down revenue. However, we're still profitable as far as I'm aware. And so the message coming down the chain is that things are slow and we need to slow down on overtime. Meanwhile, we're working a ton of overtime to keep up with all the work we have. So you'll forgive me for being a little confused by that messaging. And it's not like it's just service that has this problem. The installers are working 60 hours a week and they're pulling service techs to help with installs. Like, we're not slow. Whoever says we're slow I don't know what they mean by that. Our warehouse is full of machines waiting to be installed. We don't have very much extra room. And this is a new warehouse that they expanded into. Like, I don't understand who's saying we're slow and why they genuinely think that. And it's just, Yes. Anyways, it's very upsetting. I'm looking for new jobs. Looking at new jobs, looking to get a new one. I don't know. I won't lie, I haven't been terribly productive today. Because frankly, I'm depressed. I'm very upset, and that's resulting in a depressive bout. I've been generally depressed for quite a while now, and it's starting to get to a head. It's not, sometimes it's just like, oh, I get a little dark cloud over my head and it goes away, you know, a little gust of wind blows it away or whatever, you know. But lately, that has not been the case. I have been consistently depressed, and it's not getting better. It is in fact getting worse, and the source is my job, and so I need to get rid of the source of the problem. So yes, I have 3 more exams and tomorrow 2 more weeks of this hell. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Glitch Attack. Well, at least there is an end in sight. I wish you luck. Wishing you good luck. Thank you. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that I'll find something good. The job market's remarkably good, and I'm willing. I don't need to make the exact pay I'm making now. I can take a pay cut. It's not a problem. Would I like to take a pay cut? No. Can I afford to take a pay cut? Yes. And I very well might. I might not, though. I might get a pay bump from this. Who knows? We'll see. I'm applying, or even just maintain the same wage. We'll see. But yes. Yes. I have to get at least more than 80% in total to go to art college. Ooh. That's rough. I don't know where you're based out of offhand, but it sounds like the demands on students are very high. Which, to be fair, I mean, if you want to go into a specialized school, maybe the standards should be high, but I don't know. Given how the arts tend to not pay off as far as degrees go, that seems a little high. Or maybe they just want the very best so that they can guarantee whoever's coming out is more likely to get a good paying job. I don't know. Couldn't possibly dig into the logic there. Yes, I don't know. University college thing wasn't for me. Yeah. I'm so glad I never have to take another test or write another research paper. Right? The only tests I have to take are boring corporate things that are designed to allow the common man to pass with very little difficulty. So they're not really tests, they're more just acknowledgements that you paid attention to the material. You know what I mean? You know, stuff for like anti-harassment and safety guidelines, that type of thing. I'm fine with those. I understand regulations need to be upheld. We need to make sure that all the workers know what's going on. I'm fine with that. But yes, I'm glad I don't have to... I don't want to go back to school. I am tempted to try and go to a trade school. Apply for like some... Because you can get a fair amount of money as returning to school, for returning to school after a certain amount of time being away and after being a certain age. So, yes. I'm going to work as soon as I get my high school diploma. I don't give a F about college. Fair enough. There's a lot of good careers you can pursue, and well, maybe not careers, but you can get good jobs without college. Or good enough, and then leverage that into better. I'm a good example of that. So, I don't have the greatest job currently, and it's currently sucking my soul out of my body. But it does pay decent. And there's a lot of examples of jobs like that, where there's decent pay, and not so soul-crushing, right? HR stuff is usually pretty easy, especially since it's all online now. A funny story, I actually applied for 2 different payroll specialist positions. I was looking at the requirements they had, and they were remarkably low, and I was like, well, I could do that probably. So I applied for a couple of those. I'll see about... I'm sort of just applying to a bunch of different things. I just want to see what's out there, you know? Yeah. Still regret. Well, Onesie. What I will say is that I started out as a cook, and I am not a cook anymore. You can change the trajectory of your life. It is possible. It's difficult, but it's possible. Don't give up. But also Arab family. High expectations. Understandable. You could definitely do a payroll job. Oh, I'm certain I could. It's just a question of whether or not anyone will hire me to do it. Since I'm bilingual, it's probably easy to get a job. It does help a lot. And if nothing else, doing translation work on a contract basis is actually pretty good. And if you can pick up a 3rd language, ooh, that's where it helps. We'll put it that way. I know plenty of people who have leveraged their love of languages into, or well, I have known plenty of people who have leveraged their love of languages into decent careers. Maybe not the most lucrative, but certainly stable. Also dyslexia and ADHD. I have found, as someone with ADHD, I have found a paycheck to be a remarkable motivator and excellent focus tool. It is shocking how good a paycheck is for focusing one's mind even when you have ADHD. To be perfectly honest, the dyslexia, good luck. I know that there are dyslexia-friendly fonts and stuff now. They've done a lot of work on that. I don't know the specifics, but I have heard some stuff about that. Yeah. Yes, Actually, I'm actually not sure why you don't. Just a suggestion, but there a lot of Korean works are getting more popular. I am sure that if with your skills you could probably get like a low-level translation job if you really wanted to, or do some, you know, paid contract work on the web translating from Korean to English, or the other way around. I believe that is something that you could do if you so desired. Just looked at the display for my outdoor thermometer, which is showing on my porch shade. It's showing 100 degrees. Oh my goodness. It is not that hot here. I do have the fan blowing at me, but I know it's not that hot here. I'm so glad I live in such a mild climate. Let's see, how hot is it here? I cannot spell for shit. I'm using voice typing. Oh. It says it's 64 degrees out, but the sun is pointing directly at my window. It is definitely hotter than that in my room, and it will continue to get hotter than that in my room. The heat index is like 110. Ugh. Gross. I can't imagine. If anything, I want to move somewhere colder than where I live now. You know? I heard your country is getting hotter. It is. It is. That's just a fact. It is harder nowadays than it used to be. It's not unbearable depending on where you're at. Where I'm at, it's still perfectly fine, but it's gotten to the point now where they are integrating AC into new home construction, though. So, thank goodness my AC is working. Oh, yes, thank goodness indeed. Too wet and now humid. I wish it was raining today. I would love some more rain. We have been getting some rain, but you know, it's okay. I would like more rain though. Also, this song in particular is very loud. I'm just going to. There we go. I'm gonna turn it down just a touch. There we go. It's like some of the songs on this playlist are in particular very loud, and I'm just like, why? Why? Would love some more rain. Drought conditions here now. Ooh. I am lucky that we don't really have droughts where I live. It's just not a thing. The other side of the mountains, on the other hand, they do deal with that here and there. It's definitely not as stable over on the other side of the mountains as far as water goes, but they're in the rain shadow of the Cascades, so, you know, it's a whole different thing. Whole different situation. But where I'm at, we get plenty of rain throughout the year. Especially out on the peninsula. It's a whole darn rainforest out there. The only temperate rainforest, as far as I'm aware. 28 Celsius is not bad. Sometimes it gets up to 40 Celsius and I cry. Hold on. I need to convert. 28 Celsius. That's 82 Fahrenheit. Yes, so I like it when it's like 15 degrees Celsius is where I'm happy. Like 15, 16 degrees Celsius is where I'm happy. That's where I prefer to be. 40 Celsius is 104. Yes. 40 Celsius and I would die. I would cease to exist. I can't imagine. I actually can't imagine. It's no thank you. No. 104 degrees Fahrenheit. No thank you. Whoa. Oh, my back. Oh. Everything's crunchy. Oh. You know what I've been finding myself wanting to do lately? I haven't had the energy to execute on it, but I have genuinely been wanting to spend some time working on ASMR, and I haven't had the time I haven't had the time where I have the energy to do it and work on it, but I'm feeling the motivation. It's rumbling in the background. So I don't know how that's going to manifest and what I'm going to get out of it, how far I'm going to get out of it, but there is some motivation for that. The only place on the West Coast that I've been is San Francisco. Well, San Francisco's all right. I would love to see Washington State, though. San Francisco was pretty rainy when I was there. Washington is... San Francisco's fine. It's a lovely city. But... California... The places I've been to a fair amount of California because I had family down there we would visit fairly frequently. It is lacking a lot of the natural beauty that Washington has. I obviously do some of the tourist trap stuff in Seattle. It's very lovely. Pike Place Market is a lot of fun. And obviously there's the Space Needle and all of that. But definitely go spend some time out on the peninsula or hiking up into the Cascades. One or both of those if you're gonna go visit Washington. It's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I highly recommend it. I did like the collab ASMR story you did with Peeps. Yes, the Fate-bound stuff. It's been very fun. It's been very good for the channel too. Lots of subscribers from that. Imagine that plus hijab. I get boiled and low blood pressure and nosebleeds and death. Ugh, that sounds horrible, Glitch Attack. I do not envy you. You're feeling like doing ASMR again? Excuse me, I'm feeling a little faint. Right, the mood has struck me. The mood has certainly struck me. I didn't get around to it this morning. I was busy applying to jobs and being sad. So, but the mood, I was sitting there before stream. I was like, you know what I want to do? I want to work on some ASMR. I would like to get some ASMR out the door. So, I'm going to try and... I've got a couple of scripts in mind to kick out the door. Not other people's scripts, my own scripts. But I've got a couple of ideas for scripts that I'm going to try and write tonight. I'll just buckle down, put on some music, and do some writing. And I do have to finish editing the audio drama script as well. I have made good progress on the final edits. I think I'll be done soon. But yes, I've been experiencing severe audio withdrawal. I'm so sorry. I have been so inconsistent. I don't promise to ever be consistent again, but I do promise that I will get more out eventually. I don't know the timeline, but I will definitely have something for the members, member early release by this weekend. I think Sunday I should have something. It won't be a lot, but it will be something. But that's the plan. I don't see any reason why it won't happen. But yes, I definitely want to do more. Speaking of wanting to do more, I did want to ask, how did people enjoy the collab last week? I know we didn't play Goose Goose Duck like I promised on the thumbnail, but we did have a fun time with Garlic Phone and Jackbox, and I don't know if people enjoyed that or not. Your stream is stuck at 1080 quality, my bad internet is crying. I wish... I don't know how Twitch handles those things. I know on YouTube you can turn it down, but I don't know about Twitch. Happy late. Yes, that's right. It was your birthday, calm mom. Happy birthday to you. I did like the Garlic Phone game. It was fun to watch. It's a lot of fun. I rather enjoyed it. I never actually played it. I've seen people play it, but I've never played it myself, and it was quite fun. I have to say, my art skills, truly the peak of artistry. There's no option to change it. Usually there's options. Interesting. Hold on. I need to go look at that now. I'm intrigued. Really? Very interesting. I can't change it either. Why is that? I don't know why that is. That's very interesting. I don't know how that works. Sing to me. Ah, yes. A happy birthday song. Hold on. Let me pause the background music real quick. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Apostle. Happy birthday to you. There you are. There's your happy birthday, Google. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? Sure, fuck it. We'll do some troubleshooting live. New video resolution options on Twitch. Let's see what it brings up. Transcoding options FAQ. Standard transcodes. Twitch creates quality variances stream server-side or via servers. Partners receive standard transcodes on all broadcasts. Non-partner channels receive standard transcodes based on availability. That would be why. I'm not even an affiliate. So I'm at the bottom of the barrel to receive transcodes from Twitch. So that would be why. Nah, the other option is I can send multiple quality variants directly. That will not be happening with the way I do things, because I actually primarily stream to YouTube, and then I send a second stream signal off to Twitch. So I don't think I can. I don't think that's fixable. I can double check one thing though. No. Oh, hold on. Yes, no, I can't change that, unfortunately. So yes, that's a Twitch problem. Not that I blame them. Twitch has cost concerns on their side. Cool, now you're on audio only. You know what? I'm fine with that. Sometimes, I mean, considering that starting out on YouTube, all I did was do audios. I didn't even have an avatar. I'm certainly fine with that. For a lot of people, the appeal for me is my voice and my ASMR, so that made my day. I'm glad. We have limited internet in this household. I remember having bandwidth caps when I was younger. I'm glad we don't have that anymore here. Holy shit, it was awful. Absolutely atrocious. Because I can blow through a bandwidth cap in a day, given half an opportunity. But that didn't last long. Thankfully here, we've always had at least some option for internet provider. So they have to actually provide us with halfway decent service. Mostly. It was pretty good before 2020 hit and it started getting even better. And I think it's great. These days, I'm quite happy with the internet service. I was happy with it before 2020 as well, but it's gotten even better, so. I remember dial-up, talk about awful. I remember dial-up, and so our dial-up internet was on the same line as the fax line, as well as the office phone. I think, well, no. There was the home phone, there was the office phone, and then there was the fax/internet line. So if a fax had needed to be sent, or we knew was coming in, we had to be off the internet. It was quite the experience. I remember when we finally got DSL. Hello, Rena. Welcome on in. How are you? I hope you're well. Yes. I'm assuming that's GB. 150 gigabytes per month. That's a lot. That is... Well, or rather, not very much, rather. Now that... Yeah, 150 gigabytes per month. That's... I could blow through that in a day. I could easily blow through that in a day. No? GD. What would GD be? Oh well. Oh yes. Korea's internet is famous for being quite fast. It's all very... Yeah, my understanding of the way Korea's internet service works is it is I don't know. It's simultaneously very centralized, but also like relies on decentralized hubs. I don't really know the full deal, but yes, the way it works, my understanding is is that it's very good, basically. But because of the way it works, it was going to cost Twitch a lot of money to stay in the country, and a few other companies withdrew because Korea was like, you're costing us a lot of money running your services here. Time to pay up. We have 4 people in this household. Gigabyte, yeah, you're correct. We have to recharge it 2 times a month. Oh, that's tragic. I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, having a smaller country helps too. That way you can have everything close together, less ping. I've heard that if you're in Seoul, that it's possible to get like 1 to 2 millisecond ping on certain games. It's actually quite impressive. Hold on. Getting another stretch in. Yesterday was an well, these last 2 weeks have been an experience. I'm tired. Oh, and sore, and just generally, ugh. You know, I do my best, but I don't know. I slept in like my alarm went off today. Because it's a Friday, so normally I would have an alarm going off, and I didn't turn it off last night. So it went off this morning, and I was like, nope, we are not waking up yet. Slept in a few hours, or well, a couple hours. And that was very needed. I throw a banquet if I get 20 ping. What do you mean 1? Right. I remember when I was younger, I would play League of Legends at 15 frames per second. At best. It was 10 to 15 frames per second. With 160 millisecond ping. It was awful. I still played it, and I had a lot of fun. But looking back, I don't know how I managed it. It was unplayable by my current standards. I wouldn't be able to manage it now, but back then I was perfectly fine with it. Well, not perfectly fine with it, but I managed. It was all about playing with people, you know? That was what mattered to me. So nowadays I can afford good hardware, and I have good internet, so I wouldn't have to deal with that today. I don't really. Big stretch is always nice. By the way, are we rolling on Harry Potter game today? That was the plan, was to play Harry Potter today. I've been having so much fun just yapping that I hadn't thought about it. I suppose that was the plan. Oh no, forgot to turn off your alarm. Done that before. Really mad at myself for that. Oh, it was fine. I just turned it off and went back to sleep. I was like, nope, not happening. Conked back out. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a yawn. Honestly, I'm still very tired. I've had a lot of coffee, and I'm still just like tragically sleepy. Not that coffee mostly just helps me with my ADHD symptoms more than anything. So I think because I am tired, it's making me more tired than anything. I play with 90 frames a second, and my ping is either 20 or 600, no in between. Oh, that's very unfortunate. I imagine that probably has to do with which hub you're connected to. because a lot of internet traffic runs through various hubs. So if the hub that's near you has too much traffic, it's possible that you're getting shunted to a much farther away hub. You were lucky you were able to go back to sleep. Yes, I was. I woke up with quite a start though. I don't remember what it was, but I had a very strange dream. I've been having a lot of very strange dreams lately, frankly. Hello, White Star. Welcome on in. How are y'all doing? I'm a little depresso, but you know, other than that, it's fine. You know, did some job searching this morning, and then sat around being sad and played Factorio. I don't know what you mean, we use landline. Yes, so the way... So, internet traffic... Hold on. We're going to make a drawing. Congratulations, you've activated knowledge. So, I think this, oh, okay, that worked. Okay, excellent. So, hold on. There we go. So, we'll have like, we'll just draw like 2 blobs, right? We'll start with that. Call this like, we'll do like this. Call this NA. We're just going to use NA and EU as examples because I'm more familiar with them and how things work. So this is North America, this is Europe. 8-year-old me thinking about an artist, right? So with the NA and EU, they are connected together, and there's like this big line that goes under the ocean that connects them. So a massive fiber optic cable, thick as fuck. And so all the internet traffic between North America and EU goes over this line. I think there's a couple of them, but for our purposes, we're just gonna say there's one. Underwater tube, basically. So we're gonna focus on the NA side because I know more. When you get it over here, this spokes out into like a couple of places, right? On the East Coast. And then these are centralized hubs, right? And then these will go out to like, say, we'll call this Netflix. So you got like Netflix there. Hold on, we can make this better. There we go. So this would be like Netflix. This one would go to like YouTube. And this one will go to like Twitch. Right? But this is a more centralized server here, right? So what I mean when I'm talking about like ping and hubs and stuff is like Twitch will have their own server hub, right? They'll have their own data centers and stuff, but in order to communicate to your computer, so let's say this is you, right? So if you're connecting to Twitch, right? Twitch is connected to the central hub, right? And then this central hub is connected to your internet service provider, right? And then your internet service provider is connected to you. And so basically, But this internet service provider isn't just connected to this one central hub. They're connected to this one and this one, right? So if let's say, and you know, Twitch is connected to this, you know, they're all connected, right? So let's say this one right here is capped, right? This central hub has reached its capacity. There's no more capacity for Twitch to go through, let's say, right? Instead of, you know, you to ISP to this one, right? Because this one's closer. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Normally we'd use this one. Oh, we ran out. We can't do any more traffic. Your ISP will instead route to like maybe this one. And maybe this one's like, instead of, you know, 100 kilometers away, it's like 500 kilometers away, and there's a lot more cable to go through. That will increase your ping, and that's basically just how ping works. Ping is just the response time delay between you and whatever server you're trying to talk to in milliseconds. And that can be one way you can actually get this to work better is sometimes VPNs, because so these central hubs, hold on, we're going to zoom in on the central hub. These central hubs are very interesting because they'll have a bunch of little boxes in them, right? A bunch of little server farms or like internet connection setups, right? And they're all segmented out, all separate, right? And so, like, let's say, and they're not equal, right? So maybe like YouTube has like this big one here, and maybe Twitch has this small one here. But you know, well, who else has boxes in here in these? VPNs. So sometimes having a VPN gets you a shorter hop. So like if you have like say you have a VPN, instead of a hop to let's say, so first of all, having a VPN, we'll just use a V there, you would hop to that and to that, and maybe that hop is straight to this, right? And then that goes directly to Twitch. And because the VPN has space in this central hub, you end up with, instead of 1, 2, 3 hops, you end up with 2 hops. And then sometimes this also results in additional savings by, instead of having to hop from this one to this one, right? So say your ISP, it doesn't have more capacity in this one, they'll go to this one, right? Maybe your VPN has capacity in this one and get you a better connection, a faster connection. So it's just fun. I don't know, I like this sort of thing. But yes, and this is an gross oversimplification of how this works. And using a VPN does not always get you faster speeds. In fact, oftentimes, if you're using a VPN, you will end up with slower speeds. And I would say, on average, it's about the same, but oftentimes it's going to be slower. Sometimes it's faster. If you're playing Final Fantasy 14, it's almost always faster to use a VPN. Just because of the way I have opinions about Final Fantasy 14. Yeah. I'm sorry for wasting your time, but I don't live in effing America. I don't know what we do here. So the reason why I was using America as an example, right, is because I'm familiar with exactly how it works. But the way that the internet is structured in other countries is very similar. It's just a matter of where your hubs are. So I know on the East Coast, I think on the East Coast there's 3 major hubs. We have one over here in Vancouver, BC. That's very big, on the West Coast. And another one. Oh shit, I forget. But the point is that it works like this all over the world. I'm just using NA and EU as examples, right? But this is how the internet works. So the way all this infrastructure works, it's copied out everywhere. It's just a matter of, like, you know, where things are located geographically. But yes, the way it works over here is more or less the way it will work over there, just because there's only so many ways to run cables. So the specifics, the nitty-gritties, I'm sure they'll be different. But for the most part, the general overview I gave you, that's how that works. And most people don't have their own data centers. Most people are just renting out space in other people's data centers. That's actually one of the reasons why Path of Exile had terrible service in South Africa for a very long time, because they weren't able to get data center capacity in the area. But now they do, and now South Africa has decent ping because they don't have to connect to Europe or whatever. Or Australia, or whatever it was they were doing. But basically, ping is it's just response time. It's just delay. So if you're having 600 ping, you're having to connect to a different internet hub, basically. Like that, I can switch to a different location, my VPN, and get access to different shows and movies in my streaming services. Yes. That is a very useful part of a VPN, is being able to location spoof. It's very good. Big fan. I like VPNs. Actually, one of those things burnt down and the internet speed went crazy and everyone was like, huh, how did that happen? It was on fire. Interesting. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. It's one of the... It's like... I don't know. There's like a lot of... I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't know. Put it that way. But... And a lot of what I do know about how the internet works is very broad, general overview stuff. I know a little bit of specifics here and there, but... not well enough to explain them, right? All right. Sleep well and sweet dreams, Glitcher Tech. Thank you for dropping by the stream. I appreciate it, and thank you for spawning a rant. I love when I get to explain things that I know. It's fun. At least I find it fun. I hope you all enjoy it too. But yes, and I know, yeah, one of the exceptions to how the internet works is South Korea has a weird system, but they basically just have like a bajillion little hubs. It's more of a federated system, is my understanding. Yeah. Always enjoy Professor Aku. I need to get, you know what I need to find? Hold on. Let me make, hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. Oh my god. How is this so hard? This. So this meme where you have the swirly glasses on the otaku, I really love these glasses. I love this meme. It's so good. Oh wait. Hold on. I'll be right back. I may have found something. Hold on. Pardon me. Oh my goodness. Something like that. I want to... I'm gonna have to play around with this because I think I can put it on the model and have the glasses be underneath the hair. But I don't know how to do that offhand. But well, I'll have to play around with it. But I think that'll be a fun little project for me to work on. I think I can get it into... Oh no, I'd have to reload VTube Studio to get it in. Oh, tragic. That's okay. It can be another time. What did it download as? Hold on. It was glasses VTuber. There we go. Let me just... We'll just put that there. Extract here and delete archive. Excellent, excellent. I cannot wait. I'll have to play around with that. That'll be fun. Always, I've thought about it for a while, and I almost got it. Oh my goodness, I am sleepy. I almost got it as part of the... What's it called? The base package with the VTuber model. I was like, oh, I could probably just like add it on later or something. It looks like that was the correct decision. Was trying to add it on later. So give it a shot. See what I can do with it. If nothing else, I can just attach them to the face and that's fine. Worst case. Sounds like you need a nap. I might. I am quite tired. It honestly might be prudent of me to just end stream and go take a nap. Even though I said I was gonna play a Harry Potter game today. I have been working a lot. I worked like... Actually, hold on, I can check. I worked almost 51 hours last week, and then only 2 days off, right? And then... I look here. Let's see. Sign in. Yes, it's me. All the multi-factor authentication and all that. Let's see. So this week, yes, 48.86 including holiday day today. So I worked 40.86 hours, so we'll call it 41 hours in 4 days. Yes, I'm done with this job. I'm done. Very done. I'm tired. I would like... It would be one thing if I worked 40 hours a week or like 40 something hours a week, you know, 40 to 50 hours a week, every week, across 4 days, and then I got 3 days off. And that was every week. That would be fantastic. I'd be fine with that. But no, that's not how it works. Yes, that's right. You're very ahead of us. 4th of July over there already. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to... I'll stream, of course. but I'm gonna spend time at a friend's place. We're gonna barbecue, have some burgers, have some steak, shoot off some fireworks. I'm sure it'll be fun. But yes, I think perhaps I am gonna cut it a little short today. I am tragically very tired, and I think I do need a nap. Especially if I want to try and get anything done this evening. I'm sorry that I didn't end up playing Harry Potter game today. I did mean to, but I just didn't expect to be this tired. My apologies. I'll try to make up for it. I will certainly make up for it in the form of getting some ASMR out. But yes. Until next time, which will be tomorrow, same time, same place. We'll be doing... We'll do some yapping, but I think the focus is going to be on karaoke. We're going to... I'm going to sing American freedom theme songs as much as possible. So, look forward to that. And until then, take care of yourselves. Eat well, sleep well, hydrate, don't dehydrate. Posture check. Make sure you're not all shrimped up. And until then, bye.